Stop right there.
The officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands here at the sold-out O2 Arena, London, and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with his trainer Shane McGuigan and wearing blue with black. His official weight, 9 stone, 8 pounds, 4 ounces. Since capturing Olympic gold, he now has a record as a professional of 20 victories, 16 wins by knockout, only 2 defeats. He's the former international champion, former Commonwealth champion, and former WBC silver lightweight champion. From Hull, England, the lightweight fighting pride of the United Kingdom, the ring, fighting out of the red corner with his trainer, Anatoly Lomachenko, wearing blue trimmed with yellow, and officially weighing in at 9 stone, 8 pounds, 8 ounces. He's a 2-time Olympic gold medal champion with a professional record of 13 victories, 10 wins by knockout, only 1 defeat, 3 times a world champion, and considered by many to be pound for pound the best there is. He's the former featherweight and super featherweight world champion, the reigning, defending WBA, WBO, and ring unified lightweight champion of the world, Vasily Lomachenko.
Venue for boxing, the O2 Arena in Greenwich, a total sellout and a real anticipation.
Okay, gents, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. Remember, obey my commands at all time, defend yourselves at all time. God bless, touch them.
There's been a wonderful and respectful build-up all week as the sparkling diamond of the ring, Vasily Lomachenko, puts his WBA and WBO lightweight belts on the line, add the vacant WBC title to the pot. All the treasure for Luke Campbell to try and collect, to aim for. 2 Olympic champions, 2 swift southpaws. Is it very good versus elite? Or are we, as occasionally does happen in this most dramatic of sports, we're in for something quite extraordinary? Campbell gets into ring. But height and reach, and maybe strength advantages.
And you see how Campbell trying to put the pressure on Lomachenko. He doesn't want to wait on Lomachenko, make him comfortable. He's trying to put the pressure on, but you see, trying to maintain a proper distance where Luke can be the one that's comfortable. For now, Lomachenko kind of feeling him out, but we'll see how Lomachenko reacts to this.
Yeah, I think Luke's doing the right thing. Get out there and make stuff happen. Don't wait for things to start happening to you. You get out there, take the center of the ring, and be the boss. Easier said than done, but, you know, he's doing the right thing so far. Keep it long, keep him backed up behind that jab.
He occasionally gets off to a slow start, Luke Campbell. He has been on the canvas a couple of times early, once in that first world title challenge to Jorge Linares that we were there for in Los Angeles, but he boxed well to make it really close. And he had a difficult situation with his father passing just before.
You see Loma giving the different looks, trying to bend the levels, trying to give different looks, and trying to see what Campbell gives him off of those different looks. For now, Campbell not giving much. Nothing much being created as they feel each other out.
Yeah, massive feeling out process here. Lomachenko having a look at Campbell. Campbell not giving anything away. A lot of feinting going on.
Yep, the high-class technicians at work. They go back years. They've boxed alongside each other at so many tournaments, but normally Campbell at the higher weight. But he told us this week he knew this time would arrive. He would meet Vasily Lomachenko in a ring. Lomachenko, who's coming off that crushing, spectacular win over our own Anthony Crolla out in the States. Crolla saying he believed he'd win it going in, but within the first couple of minutes he knew he was in real trouble.
I like that straight left to the body that Campbell's been throwing. You know, that's going to keep Lomachenko at distance.
You see how he's trying to apply that mental pressure, trying to put Luke into a panic mode. Luke so far holding his positioning very well, even though he's backing up a little bit.
Yep, just trying to get his jab going. Lomachenko, that steely look in the eyes. But now he's got centre ring. The feeling out process, not surprising here, Paulie.
Yeah, and they're both kind of trading, becoming the aggressor, becoming the stalker. But Luke has gotten off a couple extra punches. Of course, he's got the range advantage and the distance advantage, and that's what he wants to maintain.
Yep,
You know,
body shot from Campbell.
to the casual fan, Adam, there's not a lot going on, but trust me, there's loads going on in there right now.
A good
Nice
shot by Campbell.
Yeah, nice left hand, and Lomachenko just nods some appreciation. First success here for Cool Hand Luke, the big underdog.
That was a good solid left hook from Luke Campbell.
Yeah, Luke having himself a pretty good round. He didn't panic when Lomachenko put the pressure on. He was able to maintain his composure.
Excellent start from Luke Campbell. Didn't look overawed at all. That relaxed positivity he's had all week. He's been seeing a sports psychologist for the last year. He's got himself in with Shane McGuigan. They've got a great partnership, and they believe, Matt.
They do, and you know, sometimes everyone says what they're supposed to say the week of the fight, but if that had been superficial confidence, trust me, that would have left him on the ring walks. He was left in the ring a long time. There was a highlight reel played overhead. The music was unnerving, spine-tingling. If that confidence and self-belief was superficial, that would already have left him. He started really well there in that first round. I gave it to him. I thought he settled really well.
Paulie gave it to him, Andy Clark gave it to him as well, and Vasily Lomachenko is not used to losing rounds so early, of course. The second of 12. If you need the identification, the Ukrainian colours and the fluorescent boots of the magical matrix, Vasily Lomachenko from Odessa in the Ukraine, and the royal blue of Luke Campbell, so proud of his hometown of Hull.
That straight left to the chest, Adam, that's going to be a key punch for Campbell. It'll keep him at bay. It'll stop him from walking in on him.
Just inching closer, Lomachenko, and he will soon start to unleash those volleys, the angles,
But you see, he's trying to find his distance right now. That's why he can't unleash anything, because Campbell's been the one controlling the distance. Even when Loma's been putting the pressure on, Campbell's done a good job of maintaining his height, his distance, and Loma has to cut just a bit more distance as being the shorter guy.
But he's brilliant at working out his opponents.
Yeah,
in quite stunning fashion, Matt.
He's giving him lots of head movement, lots of upper body movement, feints. He's pretending to come, will I not come? And then all of a sudden, just as he sees you relax, he does that quick step and closes the distance. So Campbell's got to stay super switched on here. He's got to keep it long, keep driving that straight left into the chest of Lomachenko.
Just an added spring in the step here from Lomachenko. Campbell trying to keep his boxing together, but
not a lot landing clean, but you can see what Lomachenko does, creates that mental pressure, gives you those different looks. Here's a nice jab.
Yep, he's beginning to get his jab through, and there's the left hand as well.
See, he changes his height, he changes the look, and in the meantime, he's pressuring you all as he's doing all this, so you kind of start to wonder where the punches are going to come from.
Matt, they say it's impossible to solve the puzzle that's
body shots.
Lomachenko, but he solves the key, the puzzles very quickly, doesn't he? He's already changing the pattern as early as the second round, and he's beginning to beat Campbell to the jab.
Yeah, backing him up there behind a double jab. That ain't really where Luke Campbell wants to be, and you know, he wants to keep it at distance. I like seeing you throw more straight lefts to the chest to Lomachenko when he's moving that upper body. Don't try and be too precise. Don't try and hit him on the head. Just drive him in, drive that straight left into the chest, drive him backwards, stop him advancing on you.
Not quite as composed in the second, Campbell. Tries the body shot, though, as Lomachenko comes in.
And Campbell has landed a couple of decent body shots this round. Kind of gone unnoticed, but little sneaky shots. And Loma has backed off since that last one.
Well, he has the natural advantage as a big lightweight, Luke Campbell. No question about that, but most people didn't think he had many other advantages in there. Lomachenko with a body shot, Campbell holding his own.
Yeah, and getting back into the center of the ring and then landing a body shot. That's what he wants to do. He needs to be very aware of where he is in the ring at all the time.
Quick combination at the end of the second from Lomachenko. Who took that one? Is that what? Is that one each?
I think so. I thought Lomachenko closed the distance better in that round. He landed to back him up behind a double jab, landed some good body shots. But Campbell also landed some good body shots. A very close round. Had him edge towards Lomachenko in that one.
Yeah, that's edge towards Lomachenko too, but Campbell did do some good work as well.
There's his father, Anatoly Lomachenko, who first had the gloves on him when he was a baby. He's put him through so many endurance tests over the years. And we have some more boxing royalty at ringside tonight. Andre Ward. Where's Carl Froch? And Tim Bradley, commentating for our colleagues ESPN, just alongside us. So many want to be here. Not just to witness Lomachenko, but to see if Luke Campbell can become the most difficult challenge for Lomachenko as a pro. He's beaten the likes of Jose Pedraza, Jorge Linares, Guillermo Rigondo, Nicholas Walters. That was a big win. And Gary Russell looks so impressive as well.
Yeah, I mean, his resume so far has only had, like, 15 pro fights. It's just unbelievable.
One defeat to Orlando Salido when they took the gamble to go for a world title in only his second fight. We were there for his pro debut against Jose Ramirez, and Salido had weight on him and he just out-hustled him, and I don't think you could read too much into that. And
I also want to let the viewers know that not a lot seems to be going on, right? Like Matt Mackler said before, but a lot is actually going on. Maybe not a lot of punches are physically being thrown, but this mental stress they're both putting on each other, giving each other different looks from such close range, they have to be constantly at high alert. It can be fatiguing, even without looking physically fatiguing.
Very fatiguing. Brain power drains the battery, and there's so much nervous energy being used up here because the concentration factor is so high.
Exactly. And you get physically fatigued, even though it looks like it's just mental. The shots by Campbell there.
Back comes Lomachenko, just out of range there. That jab wasn't, though, straight through the guard of Campbell, who's got some very sneaky shots in his own repertoire, but can be open defensively down in this Ferry ring when he lost for the first time against Ivan Mendy.
I'd like to see Campbell use that straight left to the chest. Like I say, the head movement, the upper body movement.
Big left hand from Lomachenko, and a body shot, and another left hand. And Campbell has to take those. Minute left of the third round, and just a little shift up in gear there from Lomachenko, and so accurate.
Lomachenko's head movement, his anticipation, his reflexes are so good. You don't want to be you don't think too much to be overly precise. If you hit him in the chest and you offset him, knock him off balance, drive him back, that's good enough at this stage of the fight.
Campbell's back on the front foot. Loads of sparring with Josh Taylor, who's had such a great couple of years and will be back in action October 26th in that World Super Series final. But is that good enough for this man Lomachenko, who's getting into his groove and really starting to maneuver his way around the ring very cleverly?
That's a nice uppercut from Campbell.
Yeah, both guys landing some good sneaky shots. Both guys showing some real good technique in this round.
Yeah, this is real high-tech stuff. The real battle of chess going on there right now.
And the action's starting to open up this round. The most action-packed round both ways.
Campbell. He's been with Jorge Rubio out in Miami, taking himself away from his loved ones in Hull. Now settled with the McGuigan team. George Groves has been a big influence in the build-up, and he's been mentally and physically strong. He's doing okay here, Luke Campbell. 4th round. Lomachenko might be 2-1 up on the cards, but Campbell still got that sense of belief. How are the legs looking for Campbell?
I think they look good. They look pretty strong, pretty solid. He's come out here well in the 4th. He's bouncing on his toes. As we said, Adam, sometimes it looks like there's not a lot going on, but trust me, there's loads going on. There's a lot of nervous energy being exerted there.
Well, they've both got such stunning pedigree since they were young.
Yeah, and both guys really, it's a battle of position as well. Even when one guy gets put on the defensive, they hold the position so well, even on there from a defensive posture. So that means the other guy cannot get over aggressive, otherwise he might walk into a punch. Both guys do a good job of keeping that solid posture even on defensive.
Campbell trying the uppercut. He can punch a bit, and he said to us that he's got to try a lot of different things in there. He can't just box. He's going to have to rough up Lomachenko, but is that possible? Lomachenko now getting that jab flowing. And listen to the crowd loving this.
Yeah, just seems to be getting a bit closer here now, Lomachenko.
Crowd trying to spur Luke Campbell on, cheering Campbell.
Yep, there's the class of Campbell. He was brilliant winning that Olympic gold in London as Lomachenko won his. Campbell just hasn't yet become that world champion that so many thought he might become, and he's got such a daunting task in front of him to do it. But again, positivity on the front foot. This is good from Campbell.
Yeah, good from Campbell. I like to see him try and back Lomachenko up behind the double jab backhand.
Campbell going back to the body this round with some good shots.
This was the round that Anthony Crawler was knocked
Good
out.
body shot. That was a good body shot from Campbell.
And a nod of appreciation again from Lomachenko, who's learning things about Luke Campbell in there, maybe just as much as Campbell is about Loma.
Yeah, Campbell, the best success Campbell has had has been actually to the body in this fight.
Back comes Lomachenko, one of his own. Their brains ticking over. It is that nervous energy.
It's the brain power out of it, drains the battery. You know, there's huge boxing IQs for both. I think hurts the body a little bit there.
Good left hook to the body from Lomachenko. Look at him just stalking and eyeing up Campbell. Can he hold himself together here, Luke Campbell, in the most difficult of circumstances? The self-belief is great.
He's in the fight.
Very much so. And quite a lot of people predicted Lomachenko would have got the job done by now. Alexander Usyk, a best friend of Vasily Lomachenko. He's a popular figure here too. Tony Bellew just behind us with a wry smile on his face. Tony, who believes Alexander Usyk's brilliant, but Vasily Lomachenko is the best since a prime Roy Jones. So Luke Campbell's doing very well, if that's the case.
He's doing brilliant. Luke Campbell, there's a good body shot. We see the replay there with Lomachenko. I think Luke felt that one, but he landed a couple of good body shots himself. Such high-tech, high-quality stuff going on in there.
Matchroom's Eddie Hearn promoting alongside Bob Arams, Top Rank, who also have Terence Crawford. An argument there for a pound-for-pound king. Remember when he came over and dethroned Ricky Burns? Who'd have thought he'd go on to the success he has? Crawford, Lomachenko's first appearance in Britain. Luke Campbell at home, and he's taking this opportunity here, Matt.
Yeah, and the more he holds the center of the ring and the more he backs Lomachenko up, I feel the more successful he's going to be. Lomachenko, when he's feinting, he's coming forward and he's edging, that's when he exerts all that brain pressure on you, where you start getting nervous, you start twitching. He's able to feint you with his feet, with his head movement, with his eyes. I think the more Luke Campbell can hold the center of the ring, the better.
Three-weight world champion, but remember he began at featherweight. So this size, all the talk about could he go up to 10 stone or 140 pounds. And first of all, he's got to deal with a larger guy in Luke Campbell. And a clever boxer, Paulie.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think another important thing about Luke also holding the center of the ring, besides the fact that, you know, he changes the way good shot by Campbell there, takes away the pressure of Lomachenko, is also that it puts pressure on Lomachenko. The same mental pressure Lomachenko's applying, because Luke keeps his positioning so well, can also be applied back to Lomachenko. And so, you know, Luke can also apply that mental and physical pressure and stress Lomachenko a little bit when he's walking him down the way he does, because his positioning also and balance also stays very good.
And the crowd really getting behind Campbell because they see he's in this fight. And although Lomachenko will be looking to up the tempo, go through these bursts and surely put Campbell under some sustained pressure at some point soon. Campbell doing excellently.
Yeah, just you could see Lomachenko leaning in with the lead right jab, and Campbell tried to time it with the loop.
Oh. Lovely shot, that's the razor-sharp speed, and a body shot from Lomachenko, and he can just go through the motions so quickly. Campbell just needing the ropes there into the last minute of the fifth, and that might be the difference, just subtly, the way he can do that.
Yeah, those lead left hands landing, that was a good shot. Caught Campbell, he was trying to time Lomachenko onto the uppercut, and he was open for the left hand over the top, which Lomachenko's seen and punished him for.
Interestingly, I think Campbell did land the body shot with that when he clicked that left hand.
He has landed a few body shots tonight, Luke Campbell, and again he goes downstairs under that elbow of Lomachenko, looking for any possible weakness that so many haven't seen and haven't found. Clipped on top of the head, but back comes Lomachenko. Close this fifth. Good left hand though, and again Lomachenko and the body. He's hurt here, Campbell, and he needs to survive if he can to the end of the round, because Lomachenko's a predator. He's a brilliant finisher. Campbell bent over in pain, and there's the class oozing out of Vasily Lomachenko. All of a sudden, it looks a totally different story.
That's what also takes you mentally out of the fight. This is how Lomachenko gets guys to quit. Slowly but surely. Body shots, head shots, and mental pressure.
Nicholas Walters.
Exactly.
Can Campbell get himself back together? He's done ever so well. First four and a half rounds. Can he survive from this little crisis?
Well, this is where he's going to need unbelievable mental toughness to recover his belief and his confidence that he can still win this fight. No, he's lost the last 4 rounds, and that was his worst round. It was a bit of a mini crisis there with about 10 seconds to go, and on the bell, got hurt with a body shot. It's difficult now in the corner when you're sitting there and you're listening to coach to not deep down in your soul believe this fight is slipping away from me now. So I think it's important now that he comes out here and gets himself back into the fight.
It was hard-pressed to find anybody outside of Luke Campbell's camp that thought he was going to win this fight, and a thunderous jab at the beginning of the 6th from Vasily Lomachenko. People were saying it will be the biggest upset since Randolph Turbin beat Sugar Ray Robinson in 1951. If Campbell can pull it off. Big success for Lomachenko at the end of the 5th.
Yeah, and he comes out at the start of the 6th round and hits him with a good stiff jab, which knocks the head back of Campbell.
Both of you, though, felt Campbell would be in the fight at this point.
Yeah, and he's competitively in the fight. He's losing the rounds, but he's not being totally dismantled. Aside from that last round where he was hurt with the body shot, Campbell competes in every round. It's just Loma has a few more wrinkles than he does.
Tries to work the body again, Campbell. Lomachenko knows he can hurt his man. It was late on in the last, but there's plenty of time.
Yeah, but the more worrying part for me, Adam, is as Lomachenko found his wrist, his distance, as he found his range, his timing, is it his rhythm? Is it there now? You know, Luke's recovered from the body shot. He's over that.
Oh, good double hook there by Luke Campbell.
Yeah,
but good shot.
He's being aggressive, Campbell, but that will leave gaps.
Yeah, he's recovered from the body shot, but has his confidence recovered? I mean, that will help his confidence.
Shane McGuigan shouting out instructions from the blue corner. They've worked so hard on tactics, but how on earth do you really prepare for this for Vasily Lomachenko?
It's those feet, Adam, they're
Oh, right
unbelievable.
hand again, just creeps through.
It's the pressure he applies on you with his feet, just constantly edging there, just out of distance, in the distance, out of distance, in distance, just constantly draining you with his pressure.
Well, he does the extraordinary, doesn't he? Holding his breath underwater for 4.5 minutes. The balance, the juggling, all the tricks, sparring with 3 different fighters. He's got it all.
His speed of foot and his agility, it's frightening.
And his subtle distance changes really can be confusing as well. You know, he subtly changes the distance. He gets you to bite, he steps back. You don't bite, he'll step in and punch. And he does it on the drop of a dime.
He's a fabulous craftsman and an absolute privilege to watch up close, isn't he? Campbell going for a left hook. He's trying really brave here, Campbell, to chuck the hooks. Shake at the head from Lomachenko. But he's going for it again, Campbell. And the crowd getting behind him.
So Campbell stays live. I don't know if it's consistent enough to win the rounds, but he keeps himself live in there. Lands the occasional good shot that forces Lomachenko to respect him a bit.
Halfway through. There's Lindsay. Luke's wife at ringside alongside the legend that's Barry McGuigan, whose son Shane in the corner. And other son Jake involved very much so. Our hearts go out to Barry for the loss of their daughter Danica recently. Tight-knit family, the McGuigans, and they will have given Luke Campbell so much confidence ahead of this, and he's halfway through. He's not winning, he's probably 4 rounds or so behind, but he's still competitive.
Yeah, he's in the fight, Adam. He's coming off second best, but he's in the fight. It's just, I think Lomachenko now has started to work him out that bit more. He's just, can Luke make the adjustments to go again?
Second half, remember the vacant WBC lightweight title on the line, and Vasily Lomachenko's WBA and WBO 9 stone 9 belts. Lomachenko, who has exhibited the power into the 5th and in the 6th. Campbell had that good opening round, but have you given Luke anything after that? Hard to.
It's been difficult to. He's shown himself to be live in moments of the round, of certain rounds, but not enough to actually pull the round out, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm the same, Adam. I gave Campbell the first round, but since then, I've given Lomachenko everything.
But whatever happens from here, his reputation will be enhanced, Luke Campbell, and it could be a morally good one, even if he doesn't get the victory tonight. Many of us believe he will become a world champion. Can he possibly do it right here, right now? Made to miss, and that's expending energy as well. Lomachenko. He's a master of that, isn't he?
Like Paulie said, those little subtle movements with his feet, with the distance, he's coming, he's not coming. You can't work out whether to, should you counter, should you let your hands go, should you wait a little bit longer? Very difficult.
Good work from Campbell. Follows up with the uppercut.
Campbell having some good aggressive moments in this round.
But it seems to wake Lomachenko up that.
Yeah, Lomachenko understands that he has to get the points back in order to win the round. And he tries to start stalking again, we'll see.
It's out of range there, Lomachenko. Clever feet from Campbell.
Yeah, but Lomachenko's always feinting with his feet. He's making out he's going to come, and then he doesn't, then he feints, and then all of a sudden he does come. Very difficult to keep that distance with him.
Box of tricks. Oh, good shot from Campbell. Oh, he's had Lomachenko here in the 7th round.
Big shot by Campbell.
And he's had to hold in Lomachenko. 50 seconds left in the 7th. And what about that from Luke Campbell?
Campbell's best punch of the fight.
Had a body shot. And Lomachenko tries to throw back, but he was momentarily troubled there. Lomachenko.
And the crowd senses it.
He goes to the body as well, Lomachenko. And Campbell starting to struggle back on those ropes as Lomachenko's accuracy comes through. What a 7th round.
I think the gum shield out.
And there's a body shot again from Lomachenko, who reacts to the spot of crisis with some brilliance of his own, and Campbell's now the one ending the round in trouble.
And for the psychological factor, Lomachenko wants to get that back, and that's what he looked to do at the end of the round.
What a great round, though.
Brilliant round. Campbell definitely hurt. Lomachenko there stunned him momentarily. Lomachenko, the great fighter was, survived the moment and finished the round out strong.
Here's the success from Campbell. What a good shot, and again, and he just looked a little unsteady, didn't he?
Yeah, and Lomachenko went to hold after that as well, kind of to try to get the moment back and try to recover a little bit.
He was floored by Jorge Linares briefly, but look what happened in the end.
Yeah, I think he stunned him momentarily, but Lomachenko recovered quickly and then finished the round out strong, and he had Luke in all sorts of trouble, backed up against the ropes. I wonder what's going through Luke Campbell's head at this stage now.
The brilliant father and son team in the red corner alongside us, the home corner of Luke Campbell, who's really got the crowd on the edge of their seats here. Hurting Lomachenko briefly, only briefly, in the 7th, and back came Loma, punishing his opponent in a way he can do so emphatically. Campbell still, though, throwing out classy leather. It's a great effort, this. It's a really good challenge, but no one gave him a hope.
Great effort, but I think, the difference, Adam, is when Luke landed a good shot and he stunned Lomachenko momentarily. It was momentarily. He shook it up quickly and then came back twice as strong.
But it's not a total mismatch, as many said it would be.
Definitely not. He's
I'm going to tell you something. Luke Campbell is sharp tonight. It's just, he's fighting Vasily Lomachenko, but any other lightweight in the world will have a big problem with Luke Campbell tonight. He's very sharp, and he's on it. Good shot by Lomachenko.
Yeah, lovely, quick, firing left hand and a right there from Lomachenko.
Yeah, I think Luke Campbell's right up there with any other lightweight in the world. That isn't Vasily Lomachenko.
And you consider what Lomachenko does to opponents and how Luke is hanging in there each and every round. Probably losing most of the rounds, but hanging in there, giving Lomachenko something to worry about each and every round.
Swapping body shots.
And again, staying with that body attack, staying with it.
We talk about concentration and brain power and draining the battery. Trust me, Lomachenko's concentrating there as well.
Absolutely.
He's always shown such an incredible resolve, Lomachenko, taking every fight so seriously. Campbell's trained so long and hard too.
And Lomachenko trying to step up the pressure here. He's trying to make a mental statement to Luke. Luke has to make a statement back, or at least not give up the positioning. Lomachenko's looking to make a big statement right now.
He's trying to outgun the bigger man now.
And this is where he's trying to break him psychologically. This is where he's trying to break him now, break his will. This is where it's important when Luke stands his ground and fires back.
Really good fight to watch now. Quiet start as we thought. Bit of fencing, 2 quality southpaws. But some really good action here at the O2 on this magnificent occasion. Just a bit sloppy there, maybe tired Campbell for the first real time.
Good body shot, but Lomachenko comes back with a short jab and a nice backhand.
Yeah, left hook though to the head as well of Campbell, and a right hand. He just seems to find a way to prise through here. Lomachenko, it's so brave from Campbell.
This is good stuff from Campbell, good body shots. But Lomachenko comes back with 2 of his own.
I wasn't sure we'd see toe-to-toe between these two. Everyone applauding. Great stuff. Let's get to Andy with George Groves.
George, you're one of the few going into this that was picking Luke. How are you seeing this so far? How's he doing in your eyes?
Yeah, he's doing well. I just want him to just stick to what's working. Sometimes getting wrapped up in the fight. He's having success and he's lingering and he's getting caught back. They're both feeling the pace. I think Lomachenko's struggling with the size of Luke Campbell and the physicality and the strength of him. Luke needs to stay disciplined, stay sharp with his mind, and see out this fight. It's a championship fight. He's still on course. He's still on course to win.
Thanks, George.
Still on course to win, says George Groves. He's a mile behind, isn't he, on your cards? Andy Clark has it by 5. I think you've given everything bar 1 to Loma.
Yeah, maybe he could have had a couple others, but it's been a close fight, a competitive fight, but it's been a dominant. You know, there's only one winner here for me.
Yeah, I've got it 6-2.
Groves still confident that maybe Lomachenko will feel it physically, but he's still so rapid on his feet. No real signs of that, I don't think.
No, good double jab there from Lomachenko. I like to see Campbell throw more straight lefts to the body, and I've been saying it for a while, but I think it's just, particularly at this stage when, you know, a bit fatigued, just keep driving him back. It'll stop Lomachenko walking in on him. Don't loop it on the throat straight. See, there's that control of the distance again, just glides in and out of distance and snaps the head back with the jab.
Well, he won 396 of 397 amateur fights. The best ever. It's unsurprising, but the way he's translated it into the professional ring to become a 3-weight champion. Sensational. But I think this is a really sensational effort, this, from Luke Campbell, and he's had moments of quality too.
He's still coming forward. He's still trying to apply the pressure.
No, this is great, and trust me, Lomachenko's feeling the pace.
And from a psychological perspective, this allows Lomachenko to realize that Luke is still a live guy in there.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to break him.
Yeah, he tried to break him a little bit last round, and then he realized he didn't, and now he's gone back to fighting tactically.
That jab gets through from Lomachenko, now tries to jab the body. Anthony was telling us, Anthony Crawler, that Luke Campbell had the right attributes, the size, the reach, the quick skills to give Lomachenko more of a test, more of an argument than he did. But I think people will be surprised.
That's good
by
left
how
hand.
he's done.
Good left hand there from Campbell.
Campbell's having himself a decent round.
Yeah, this is a good round from Campbell.
Oh, good shot. Just as we said,
good body shot.
Good body shot from Campbell.
That one made Loma bend over a little bit, and he's backed off. He may have slightly felt that body shot. A good left hand by Lomachenko.
Very good left hand from Lomachenko. High-class fight.
Exceptionally high-class stuff, Adam. Like when we said before, even there now, there's no punches landed or being thrown, but there's so much going on. One guy trying to set a trap for the other one, trying to feint, lure, control the distance. So much going on in there right now.
Yeah, this is chess, not checkers, at a very high level.
Yeah, a lot of fighters do play chess. That's one thing Vasily doesn't do. Vladimir Klitschko does, who's ringside tonight and must be loving this. Luke Campbell's team must be very buoyant, though. But we're closing in on the championship rounds, and he's giving it a real challenge. Maybe a fair way behind, but he's still there. And there is WK Vladimir with a little wave. We miss him, don't we?
He was very effective. Yeah, stiff jab there. Just glides into range, almost like a jumping jab. Good body shot from Campbell. Campbell's competitive in every round, Adam. It's just Lomachenko just seems to find that little bit extra.
Crowd have loved this one. Vasily Lomachenko into the 10th round, defending 2 of his belts. The vacant WBC on the line as well. Just a bit of tape is there, or
too much Vaseline?
Too much Vaseline. They first met, these two, in 2003 at the European Junior Championships. There they touched gloves. Huge respect between the pair. And it's great to see Campbell an almighty effort, boxed really well at times. Vasily Lomachenko in a handy lead on everyone's cards at ringside.
And even back then, Luke Campbell said when he met Lomachenko at the World Games in '03, in the Junior World Games, he said he knew one day he would fight Lomachenko. He didn't know when, but he knew he'd be in the ring with Lomachenko one day.
How proud are you of his challenge so far?
Yeah, I think he's acquitted himself very well, and he's holding his own. Lomachenko's up in the fight, but Luke Campbell is fighting a very, very good fight tonight.
Good defense there from Lomachenko.
And he's got Lomachenko's respect. Bet that. Lomachenko has to be defensively responsible and constantly think his way through every round.
Still trying to work the body again, Campbell. That's been a big tactic tonight.
Good body shot again from Campbell. Both trading hooks there. Campbell fighting off the ropes. Campbell absolutely has Lomachenko's respect. He knows he's in there with a high-quality operator. He's having to think and work for everything.
And I wonder, talking to him after Lomachenko, whether he'll say that of all the fighters he's fought, Campbell right up there.
I think so. Right up there. His feet, he's keeping a distance. He's landed some good body shots. He's never really allowed, even though Lomachenko's winning the fight, he's winning the round, he's never allowed Lomachenko to get on top of him and dominate him. Even when he hurt him a little bit towards the end of the round, he came back out there and, boxed his way back into the fight.
It's a bit tentative there, Campbell, and when he gets caught on the ropes, he wants to be out of there. He's had 3 wins since the defeat to Jorge Linares. He looked good last time in Philly against Adrian Young, took him out. Can he find some power late to hurt Lomachenko? And it was, you're right, just very briefly, wasn't it? Momentarily earlier on in the fight.
Yeah, it was a split second. He recovered, a second later. He hit him with a shot he didn't see, momentarily stunned him. I wouldn't say hurt him, but he shook it off pretty quickly and came back with a vengeance.
Guys, another very tactical round this round.
Body and head from Lomachenko. Are you surprised that he hasn't found a way to really up it in patches and put Campbell under more pressure, and especially sort of at the end of the 5th and 6th he was doing that?
No, not really. I thought that Lomachenko would win the fight on points or maybe get a stoppage later on, like in the championship distance rounds, because you've got to understand, Luke Campbell is a real high-skilled, high-tactically, a really, really good fighter. He achieved gold medal after gold medal as an amateur. As a professional, he's lost twice. Once when he was probably too soon for him against Ivan Mendy, and Linares, there was nothing in that fight. So I'm not really surprised that he's doing as well as he is, to be honest.
Let's have a look at the wonderful footwork of Lomachenko. They do not stop them, do they, those fluorescent boots?
No, as Paulie said, he's great at just messing with the distance. He's teasing as if he's going to come in. He's going to come, and he doesn't come. He takes a little step back, then he's back in range, and all of a sudden, it's a little too quick step, and he's on top of you. That's what you're constantly burning energy with him. He's kind of in range, not in range. He's on that line.
And he's changing distance with you. Look at the subtle insteps, the subtle outsteps. A lot of times he'll give you a feint and step out. He's looking for you to fight and fall in so he can hit you with a counter. If he gives you a feint and he steps out and you don't fall in, the next time what he'll do is give you a feint and he'll step in because he knows you're not going to bite on it. So he knows you're going to catch it flat.
6 minutes to go. Vasily Lomachenko in a very handy lead here, as most of us expected, but many didn't feel Luke Campbell would hear the 11th bell. Many didn't feel he'd hear the second half of the fight, but he has. He's been resilient. He's had some success in virtually each round. He just hasn't won them, and he has proved himself a world champion in waiting, I feel.
I think so too, Adam. Like I say, Luke Campbell is a world-class fighter. It just so happens he's in the division at the same time as Lomachenko. Very, very close fight out. Linares, we commentated on it. Could have got the decision. Could have gone either way.
We don't know what Lomachenko will do after this. Been talk of a fight with Miguel Berchelt at super featherweight or Javonte Davis.
There's some good body shots going in there from Campbell.
Yeah, trying again with the right hand, but as soon as he takes one, Lomachenko, he responds.
It's the footwork and the movement, though. It's just, as Paulie said, he's going to come, he's not coming. It's very difficult to time him.
Every once in a while, Lomachenko goes for it and tests out how much you have left. Seems like he's going for it again here. A few rounds ago, he tried it. He didn't get Luke out of there, and then he kind of backed off for a few rounds. Now he's trying it again. Good shot.
Great shot from Lomachenko. Is he going to want to try and seal the show with a knockout? He's loved it here in London. He's really enjoyed himself. He was so overawed by the welcome at the York Hall and at Spitalfields Market at the weigh-in. And here, he's trying to tee off, but so is Campbell.
Yeah, he's hurt Campbell to the body here.
Yeah, big shot there. Uppercut, body shots. Yeah. Campbell hurt. He's down. Finally, in the 11th round, he takes a knee. And there's still plenty of time for Loma to get the dramatic finish. Luke Campbell's brave, spirited, and excellent effort may be coming to an end.
He's going to go
comes
for it now.
Lomachenko.
He's going to try and close the show out here.
Rights and lefts. Campbell desperately trying to hold on and see out the round.
40 seconds to go. It's going to be a long 40 seconds.
He took the knee, which was the right decision. It just gave him a few seconds. But Lomachenko, the hand speed, the variety. As he goes to work on Campbell, will he get through the 11th round?
Vasily, I think Vasily's also tired of it, because Vasily should really be cutting off the ring right here and trying to get him out of there, but instead he's kind of waiting on Campbell. He's going to allow Campbell to recover, but I think it's also Vasily's going to recover his oxygen as well.
Yeah, big right hand from Campbell. The round goes. Was he a bit tired there at the end there? Lomachenko the round, he nearly got the stoppage. Excuse the language in the corner, but Shane McGuigan really trying to get his man going. That's the body shot.
Two body shots. Yeah, two body shots. A straight left into the floating rib, and then the right, like a right screw shot almost into the pit of the stomach, into the solar plexus. Horrible shot to get hit with. Then switches the attack upstairs.
Went down, gave himself some time there, Campbell, and he made it through the storm. There'll be a lot of people that want Luke Campbell to hear the final bell here. What will we have in the last 3 minutes? Huge respect between the pair. Top quality boxing, but maybe it's just a world champion in waiting and an elite world champion, and there's not much. There's nothing for Campbell to feel
nothing
down about at all.
Absolutely, he's not disgraced himself one bit. He's actually, I think, acquitted himself very well. And I think on any other night against any other world champion, Luke Campbell might have become a world champion tonight.
I think so too. I think anyone else across the ring from Luke Campbell tonight, bar Vasily Lomachenko, he will be world champion.
And I bet you anything Lomachenko says that exact same thing afterwards. Campbell, is there anything left? Last couple of minutes. Will Loma put the icing on the cake, or is he happy just to glide through? Not really his style.
No, I think he's going to want to try and get the knockout. I think he's going to try and let Luke burn up some energy in the first minute and a half. And I think when you see that clock go 1 minute 30, he's going to put his foot on the gas and he's going to try and get the stoppage.
I think he's doing it now at 1:50 in. Campbell retreating. They must be both so tired. What a pace it's been fought out. Victor Lachlan, a wonderful job to referee this. It's something he'll be able to tell his grandkids about. But he's hardly had to do a thing. It's been clean, it's been classy, it's been really good.
Good body shot there from Campbell.
He's not happy there, the Ukrainian. Keep him up.
That might have been the old Felix Trinidad trick. To hit him low to give you a break.
Yeah, I was going to say, he won't mind us trying to clamp down a little bit.
Luke won't mind the break himself if Loma took it, you know?
Still edges forward, Campbell. Hasn't had quite enough tonight, but he has, as Paulie said, acquitted himself so very, very well. Campbell still going for it. Here comes Lomachenko. And the best thing is, the crowd have loved it.
He's going to lose this fight, Campbell, but his reputation, his stock has gone way up.
Here comes Lomachenko with a grand slam finish. Campbell almost goes again. He's got to hold Lomachenko's leg. And Victor Loughlin's got to tidy it up.
And that was just survival tactics by Campbell. He was hurt. Smart tactic by Campbell to get himself a break there.
Just
by pushing down Lomachenko.
Yeah, in times like that, you just got to get through the moment. By whatever means necessary.
There's experience there shown by Campbell. Lomachenko can't quite get the stoppage. 30 seconds left. He's been dominant pretty much, Lomachenko, but Campbell's been in each of the rounds.
He's been competitive throughout the fight, Adam. He hasn't been winning the fight. Lomachenko's been well on top. He's way ahead on my card. I've given Luke Campbell a couple of rounds, but he's been competitive in every single round.
Way ahead, Vasily Lomachenko, who will retain his belts on paper in absolute style. But in reality, Luke Campbell, stand up and take your bow. That was a great performance from Cool Hand Luke against the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world in Vasily Lomachenko, who displayed his class from start to finish. Great respect. There'll be friendship between the pair. Boxing at its finest.
Absolutely. Lomachenko, you're lucky to be here tonight to witness absolute greatness. Pound for pound, the best fighter in the world. Maybe the best there's ever been. You know, unbelievable. I mean, his agility, his movement, the way he controls everything. It's just, you can't use enough superlatives when you're talking about Lomachenko. But Luke Campbell also, fantastic performance. Dug in with a couple of times there. You thought he may have been a breaking point. Lomachenko come out and really tried to stick it on him, trying to break his will. Luke dug in, found another gear, stayed in there, toughed it out, got through the moment, and you know, comes out and goes through the 12 rounds and was competitive for the whole fight. Yeah, he was the second best. No one's disputing that. There was only one winner, and a very dominant winner. But Luke Campbell made Lomachenko work. He made him think. He made him miss it. You know, trust me, Lomachenko's going to sleep well tonight too. He knows he was in a fight.
Bob Arum and Todd DeBerth, the kings of Top Rank, have just let down and said to us, what a good fight. It really was. These two amateurs, now they meet as professionals, and the respect and the love of the crowd for both of these guys is fantastic. I think we all know it's going to be wide to Lomachenko, but let's bring in Andy for your analysis.
My card was 119-108 in favour of Vasily Lomachenko. I gave Campbell the opening round. Not a great deal happened in terms of punches being landed. I thought he was slightly more ambitious, more proactive, so I gave him the opener. The second was very, very close. After that, though, he just turned up the heat bit by bit. Luke Campbell did well to never allow him to completely dominate. And a decent performance from him, but a clear win from someone who looks nigh on untouchable.
119, 108 on Andy's card. Matt's is about the same. Paulie, I think, maybe slightly closer. It should be wide, very wide and unanimous for the brilliant Vasily Lomachenko. But well done, Luke Campbell, tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of lightweight action, we go to the scorecards. Judges Benoit Roussel and Omar Mintoun both have it 119-108. Jean-Robert Lane scores at 118-109. All three scorecards go to the winner by unanimous decision. From Ukraine, still WBA, WBO, and ring champion, and now the new WBC lightweight champion of the world. Pound for pound, perhaps the best there is. The man known as Loma, Vasily Lomachenko.
As we expected, virtually everything to Vasily Lomachenko, who adds another world title, the WBC belt, the three-weight champion who oozes class. He is exceptional, and it was an utter privilege to watch him up close and personal.
Absolutely, Adam. Like I say, we may have just watched the greatest fighter that has ever been. Everyone says Sugar Ray Robinson's the best pound-for-pound fighter of all time, and that's right. But I think when this guy's career is over, he'll be in that conversation.
And when you're up close, you really can see the foot movement and the brain ticking over and the amazing repertoire he has. And Luke Campbell was good tonight.
Really, he was better than good. He was brilliant tonight. He had to be to put on that performance and to stay in there with someone like Lomachenko. He did a lot of really good stuff. He just came up against someone who's just that extra bit special.
Did better than many thought he would. And he can go out of that with his reputation enhanced. And I think we all agree at ringside that Luke Campbell, when he gets the right, maybe vacant title or world champion to take on, he will live his dream. It's not tonight, it's Vasily Lomachenko's evening. It's been his week in London, it's been the Loma show. But Andy will get a word with a very good challenger.
Luke Campbell. Not to be for you tonight, but just how proud can you be of that performance?
First and foremost, thank you for the crowd tonight. The support's been unbelievable. Thank you everybody that came out to cheer me on. Really appreciate it.
How good is he?
Well, he's just beat me, so he's very good. You know, he's a special fighter. We all knew he was a special fighter, but you know, this is boxing, and we train to win. Obviously, I'm disappointed in myself and the victory, you know, and but it's hard to follow a game plan when someone like that is so good in front of you that always adapts.
You're in that horrible position of being in the same division as a once-in-a-lifetime fighter, but do you believe deep down still you can win a world title? It's twice you've come in this ring. Twice you've come up short, but in very good performances.
100%. I mean, with the support I had here tonight, that following me, I can go on and achieve anything. You know, tonight was Lomachenko's night, and my time will come.
Shane, you will have had a game plan and tactics. Was it what you expected from Lomachenko?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to prepare for him. You know, we did ourselves. Yeah, I feel like Luke did himself incredibly proud tonight. He boxed an amazing fight against a once-in-a-lifetime fight, as you said. So, you know, until the body shot, I think he was in the fight very close, and there's a couple of close rounds, but I think he did so proud.
Okay, commiserations to you, Luke. Vasily is in here somewhere. Vasily, are you happy to talk? You're still WBA, WBO champion. You're now the WBC champion. That's 3 of the 4 belts. Tell us how you're feeling.
Of course, I'm happy. I wanted to say thank you for all people who come to support us, to support this beautiful fight. I wanted to say thank you, people who organized this fight. And of course, I'm happy. And next, IBF. This is my title.
I was going to ask you about the crowd, not just tonight, but the whole UK experience, the open workouts, the press conference. In central London, you've been stopped and cheered everywhere. What's it been like in the UK?
Like I said, in UK, fans, the best fans in the world. Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
We'll talk to Bob Arum. You said you want the IBF. Richard Comey, Teofimo Lopez box in December. Will you wait for the winner of that fight, or will you box in between?
I don't want to. Of course, I want fight next, but it depends. Bob Arum.
Okay, well, he's here. Let's have a quick word. Bob, he says he wants unifications. What have you got planned for Loma?
Well, obviously, we're looking to win the 4th belt to unify the title. But Loma and Aegis have told me they can't wait to come back to the UK to fight here again. The English fight fans are the best fans in the world.
He said there's a clip that's gone fairly viral where he said, I can't be a superstar because I can't express myself in English. That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he speaks a lot better English than I do Russian, right? I mean, he is a superstar. And Luke Campbell didn't disgrace himself. He fought a hell of a fight. He's a hell of a fighter. Big, big heart. And Luke will be back.
The British fans know when they've seen something special. You've promoted some of the greatest fighters in boxing history. Where do you rank Loma?
He's up there with the greats. Muhammad Ali, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Manny Pacquiao. He belongs with those fighters.
Do you believe he'll stay at lightweight then and wait for the winner of Comey against
Comey against Teofimo Lopez.
Apologies to Teofimo Lopez.
Right,
apologies. Comey Teofimo Lopez.
And then we're going to fight the best fighters at featherweight, the best fighters at super featherweight, and the best fighters at lightweight. Because there are a lot of good fighters out there. He can make featherweight easily. He can make 130 pounds easily. And all of these guys will fight.
You're getting a good cheer because Alexander Usyk is here pulling faces behind you. Photo bombed by Usyk. Alexander, you can't run away. How good is he?
Vasily Day. Vasily Day today.
Would you give him a mark out of 10?
Что он говорит?
How much percentage you give Vasily? 10 out of 10?
Always.
10 out of 10. 10.
Always problem.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, not bad. Vasily, final word to you. The final word. What do you want to say? Your final message.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. You are the best. Thank you. And I promise I come back to UK. Thank you.
You would come back here to fight again?
Of course.
Thank you for coming.
Well, a few people have filtered out of the O2 Arena, but that will get a big cheer. The promise that he will come back to fight in the UK. Darren Barker is a boxing man from a boxing family. How much did you enjoy what you saw tonight? How much did you respect that encounter?
That was exceptional. The quality of boxing there was something else. I mean, I have to firstly take my hat off to Luke Campbell. That was a superb effort. You know, monumental effort. It was honestly superb stuff. And from the first round, he just took the center of the ring and he tried his best to unsettle Lomachenko. And look, these rounds, there wasn't much in them. You know, the class showed of Lomachenko, and he had some really big rounds. But I'll tell you now, that was exceptional. The quality of boxing there was something I've not seen in a long, long time. And, Luke Campbell can be very proud of himself and he can definitely win a world title. But as we see here, when Lomachenko chooses to go through the gears, he looks something else. You see the way he controls the distance. It's exceptional. That was a lovely left hand there that he threw.
How brave for Campbell to keep coming forward in those circumstances.
Absolutely. We see here, he took some sickening body shots, but he stayed on his feet for as long as he could. It was such a brave effort. He managed to get back to the corner there. He took a lovely short left hand there. The full power of the shot there. And, it was the high standard of boxing there was something like I've not seen in a long, long time. I mean, it was an absolute honour to witness that live. It was exceptional.
How impressive was the mental concentration of Campbell with all the feinting, the footwork that goes on from Lomachenko?
Do you know what? I think that's why he felt the pace at the end. The nervous energy that is burnt up and the concentration that is needed and required to mix it in with someone like that is, it takes real concentration, and it does sap you later on in the round. But we see here again, Lomachenko, though he's a smaller guy, just so happy to exchange with Campbell, who I've been told in the gym has been punching really hard, really improved his strength. And, at this point now, there was times where Lomachenko chose to almost have rounds off, it felt.
Yeah.
Not being disrespectful to Campbell, it was almost like he thought to himself, and I heard Matthew McIntyre in commentary, it was almost like he said, right, it hasn't worked that round, let me maybe regroup, have a round off or 2 rounds off, and then I'll go again. And this is what he did here. Really went to work. And I must say, you called, when I asked you for a prediction, you said Lomachenko in the 11th, and you nearly got it right, because he really did add 2 sickening body shots there and mixed it back up to the head. I mean, he done very well, Campbell. He finally had to go down, take a knee. But in the 12th round, again, he was trading with Lomachenko, and it was the quality of boxing for him to stay in there and mix it with one of the best ever. And the rounds were close at times. Rounds where, he did win a few. The scorecards were very wide, but that was amazing. And I'll tell you now, Luke Campbell can be very, very proud of himself. The whole nation's extremely proud. The reception that he got here this evening was incredible, and that the same for Lomachenko. You know, he loves the crowd here. The crowd love him, and what we witnessed today was fantastic.
Vasily Lomachenko, then a legend in the making, adding to his lore tonight despite a very brave and skilled effort from Luke Campbell. Thank you for being with us. Lomachenko marches on, another world title added to his collection.